A question that I get asked a lot is how to record a DJ set and have that audio feed directly into your camera. How to get that audio from the mixer directly into a camera or directly into your phone. And in the past, I didn't really have a good answer until now. In my videos, I've talked a lot about my preferred cameras, specifically the DJI action cameras. And since that just has a USB-C port, there's no real way to record directly into there or directly into your phone. Historically, I would just tell people, you technically could go straight into your camera. Since that is technically a microphone input, if the levels got too high on the mixer, there is no real way to adjust the levels going into the camera for the recording. You would risk blowing out the audio, getting a low quality recording, and then the audio would kind of be useless. Previously, I talked about a bunch of different ways that you can record audio, whether that's through using a field recorder or using the DJI Rec app on your iPhone. However, with this thing here, we can actually record our audio directly into the camera, so you do not have to sync anything in post-production, and the audio that is baked into that clip is the line-in audio directly from your mixer. Setting up and recording is one thing, but the real pain is what happens after. You have an audio clip and you have a video clip, and then once you're done recording, you have to go to your computer and sync them together in a video editor. You have to export files from one place, export files from the other, line them up. It just takes a little bit of time if you're not used to it. But if the audio is already baked into the video clip, with this you'll spend a lot less time editing and you're pretty much ready to post immediately. You can just make sure that you're making cool videos without having to worry about all the technical audio stuff. And if you really wanted to, you could just set up, record, go directly into the phone or into the camera and post to social media immediately without any editing of the audio. Let's get into it. This here is a Synido A10 live dock, and here is a Synido A20 live dock. Both of these functionally are the same thing. All you need to do is just plug them directly into your camera or directly into your phone, and the audio that comes out of the mixer will be the audio in that video clip. Here's how it works. These are technically audio interfaces, and they're designed to plug directly into your phone or an action camera like GoPro, DJI Action 5, Action 6. And because it's designed to go directly into these devices, this works so well for posting your music sets on YouTube or on Instagram and TikTok. So the way this works, you're going to have your DJ set up, whether it's a set of Pioneer CDJs or a DJ controller that you're using with a computer. You're just going to take the master out from that and plug it directly into this audio interface, which plugs directly into the camera or directly into your phone through a USB-C cable that's built in. A big issue of all the workarounds that I've seen, you can't really set the levels safely when you're plugging the audio directly into the audio input for your camera, and that's where this comes in. Since this is an audio interface, you can adjust the levels and make sure that what you're sending into the camera or into your phone is a safe level and that you're getting clean quality audio. As soon as you plug this into a phone or into an action camera, it senses it technically as a microphone, but you're able to adjust the settings and you're able to adjust the levels to make sure that you're not sending any blown out or low quality signal into the camera. Now the DJ mix is the camera audio. Now both of these portable interfaces here, they work functionally almost the same, except you're going to get a little more features on the A20, which we'll talk about in a little bit. The buttons on the A10 include adjusting the gain input, so you can make sure the levels are set correct from your mixer. It has a 3.5mm audio in, which is going to come from your mixer. It has a USB-C port, so you can actually charge your device, whether that be a camera or a phone, while you're recording. If you're using it for a long period of time and want to make sure that your phone and your camera has enough battery, you can charge it while you're using it. And then there's a spot to plug in your headphones. This is really if you want to just make sure that the levels are set prior to you starting. This is really if you want to monitor the line in just to make sure that the levels are set. However, most cameras you can actually just see the levels on the camera itself. It's always good to check with headphones before starting just to make sure that everything sounds how you want it. And that's it. This tiny little device can convert the DJ set into audio going straight into your camera or straight into your phone. Now with the A20, it has two inputs on the bottom, one of them being for a microphone and another for an instrument. So you can use this with a synthesizer. Both of these come with a TRS to 3.5mm converter. This one has a spot for charging, just like the other model. And just like the other model, it has a spot to plug in your headphones so you can monitor the audio. Now again, these both function exactly the same, but the real difference here is that the A20 does have lights on it to indicate how much gain reduction is happening. For me, that's just better for peace of mind. The other one, you can't see how much gain reduction is occurring unless you're looking at the camera itself and seeing the volume of the levels coming in. I personally would prefer this one for the peace of mind, simply because there's a visual indicator of how much of the signal is being reduced. Both of these audio interfaces offer way more features for recording actual instruments like a synthesizer or a guitar, but that's not the purpose of this video. The purpose of this video is to show you how you can get audio from your DJ mixer into a camera or a phone. So we're not really going to get into that right now. When I record straight into my phone, I can record whatever it is I want to record, and then when I open up my phone and I press play, the audio that's on there is from what I just recorded, and I can just trim, post that to social media immediately. There's no airdropping audio, syncing in Final Cut. The clip is done. And with the DJI camera, the same idea here. The audio is baked into the video file. I pull the clip, I crop it vertical. It's ready for Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube Shorts. Now looking at this visual, you can see we have a set of Pioneer CDJs. You can use any mixer really, as long as it has a master out for you to plug into. If you only have one master out and you want to use your speakers while recording, of course, you can just buy a splitter on Amazon for like $5 to $10, split the output into two, and have one of them go into your speakers and one of them go into the interface. So if you are a musician, if you want to record a DJ set or any instrument straight into a video onto your phone or onto an action camera, and you want quick clips for social media using a phone or an action camera, and you don't want to have to edit anything, these will do the trick for you. And while that's great and all that we found a solution, there are still some things that we want to be aware of. Now, again, the first thing I would say is that monitoring the audio before you start is absolutely key. There is no backup recording. Number two, this is using unbalanced 3.5mm cables. If you're using this in a club or you're placing it in an area of your studio which has a lot of wires, there may be some interference. And what I mean by that is that this is an unbalanced cable versus using something like XLR or TRS, which are balanced cables. The balanced cables are much less likely to pick up any interference if it's not plugged in all the way, or if it's touching other wires that are feeding signals through them. You may run into some interference when using this unbalanced cable. This kind of feeds back into what I just said, in that you definitely want to make sure that you're monitoring this audio before you start recording. And the third thing I'll say is that I do wish that the USB-C cables that were built into these were a bit longer, because more likely than not, you're going to have your phone or your camera on a tripod, and these can kind of just be dangling off to the side. And the wire that's built into them is really only a few inches, but I guess you can always just get a USB-C extender if you want this to be a bit of a cleaner setup without having things dangling around. But for something portable, fast, clean, effective, and social media ready, these things really solve the issue of all the questions that people have been sending me about how to get this audio from their DJ recording directly into the camera so they don't have to do any video editing. If you have any questions about your mixer, your phone, your camera, drop them below. If you know me, I'm always helping people out in my Instagram DMs, always helping people out in the comments. I'm always happy to hear your guys' feedback and help you out if you need it. So yeah, I'll list these two links in the description. They are affiliate links, so if you choose to purchase through that link, you will be supporting a small channel like mine, which goes a really long way. I'm so thankful to everyone who supported this channel over the past year. I'm looking forward to see what you guys make with this. Send it to me. Happy recording. Shout out to the team at Synido for sending these over for me to test. They work great. If they didn't work great, I would not be making a video about it right now. But they really are great. Go check it out. Catch you guys in the next one. See ya.